Hello, this is Too Manic, and welcome back to another Goon and Geek video. This is actually a tutorial. We don't normally do tutorials, we normally fumble our way through games, but yes, we are doing an actual tutorial. And what we're looking at now is our city from our SimCity Let's Play series. Check that out, it's really very good. I would say that though. But we are doing a spin-off where we're going out to them their hills, and we are going to show you how to make millions and basically win at SimCity. That is the idea. So the first thing we need to do is go out to the region, which is where we're going. Here we are! Nice ore in the ground, and that's what you want. You want an area with a nice big plot of ore. And this one will do very nicely. So this is what I chose. So you need to treat it like any other city. You need to create roads and residential, etc. Which I have here. I've got a bit of industry up in the top right there, and my residential down the bottom here, out the way of the air pollution was the idea. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is get straight on into it and get our ore mine in place, which will get us going. There he is. And I've had a bit of a loan from my other town. So yeah, it's a bit of a helping hand. You can do this from the £50,000 startup, but you will have to be a bit more patient and a bit more conservative on your roads. But I was luckily able to take $500,000 from was it Goon Town or Geek Town, whatever I've called it, and so I can upgrade my mine straight away and get on in there. I do spend money like water though, I've got to say. I should have been a bit more careful, but yeah, you can do it from the 50,000 startup. So we'll upgrade that. It gets lots of lovely trucks, and of course a sign, and off we go. So that's getting out of the ground. So what you need to do next is to get a trade depot involved, because otherwise you can't sell the stuff. So we're getting the lovely ore out of the ground, but we need to make some dosh off that. So we plop a trade depot and we fill it with raw ore storage lots, like so. And like so. Lovely. Very nice. Very important though, you need to set that in your global markets to export. That way you'll be selling it and making lots of lovely dosh. Oh, of course, you need some trucks. You need some trucks, yes, let's have some trucks. I'm doing this as a voiceover. I don't normally do voiceovers, I normally do my commentaries live. So I'm trying to remember what I actually did. So yeah, bear with me if I sound a bit lost at times. So let's have a look at how that is shaping up, and you can see we're getting 7,500 a pop from the raw ore. And you see my gift there from of $500,000 from the other town. So that's working. So now we need to maximise those profits though, because yeah, great, we're making 7,500 a pop. That's excellent, but the way to do it is to get even more ore faster out of the ground, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick down a second mine and get even more stuff out of the ground, so we can make loads of money. Although this is only phase one, this is nothing compared to what you will be earning if you follow this tutorial through to the end. And I ran out of money there, I couldn't quite finish off that upgrade, but as soon as I had the money I did upgrade. So this young lady is telling me that I should maybe look at getting a metals HQ, and that is what I do. So that opens up the option to have metal storage lots, which we don't need at the minute, but we will do eventually. Yeah, to put metal storage lots in our trade depots, which we will need eventually as we move on to phase 2. So that's what we want. We want that one you saw just a second ago. Smelting factory is what we want. But you need to upgrade your metals HQ to a smelting division first, which is what we do right now. So we've upgraded, and we do now want a smelting division, which is not in there. That's not what you want. Nope, nope. You want to click on it. Nope, you want to click on that. That's it. And go to the edit option. And the smelting division is there on the right. But it is unfortunately 200,000. You don't want the others, you want smelting. But not enough money at the minute. So we'll have to be patient for that one. They're going to have a sign though, because that's cheap. So maximising profits again, plop a third mine and really start getting that that remaining ore out. And I mean, you could if you wanted to. You're going to make quite a bit of money just from ore mining, but it's not the way to make big bucks. And of course, it will run out. Whereas the end game that we end up, which is making TVs. Is continuous. There's nothing to run out because you import everything you need in the end. Whereas if you're mining ore, you'll only get about 16 months or so, depending on how much you've got of income from it. So you can see there, look, loads of lovely 7,500 entering the bank account, and we're making a tidy little profit there. 156,000 a month we're making on that. So although our city is making a loss, you can see on the left, the city is making a loss per hour. Our business interests are keeping us well afloat, so it's all good. Because this industry is quite expensive to set up. Ooh, what have we got here? Have we got enough money? We have got over 200,000, so we can upgrade to our smelting division. There it is. So that enables us to build. There you go, see up the top, petition to build a smelting factory approved. And that's it there. And can we afford it? We can afford it straight away. And on it goes. So what this enables us to do is to convert that raw ore into metal. So that we are moving into phase 2 that quickly. It's not a slow process. Okay, I had the 500,000 bonus to start with. But you can get there fairly quickly, even from a 50,000 start. So I'll get rid of some of the. I had placed a second trade depot, so I'm replacing those for metal and an alloy storage lot to start with. Alloy is worth more than metal, so that is what you want to aim to create. With the smelting factories, you do get a metal furnace. Again, change that to export so you can make some money out of it. You get a metal furnace, which is on this bottom side here, but you can add in an alloy furnace, and you can get rid, and we do get rid of that metal furnace in the end and change it for an alloy one because it's worth so much more. Maximising those profits is the way to do it. So that's all good. No raw ore because we find out in a minute. Hang on, it'll dawn on me in a second as I'm playing. No coal. We need coal. So what we have to do is import some coal because we don't have any of our own. So we go to here and add a coal storage lot. That's it. And then we click on that and set it to import. Get out of there. That's it. Click on that and manage global markets and set as import. So that's going to cost us some money. Alloy we want to export because we're going to make a lot of money there. There we go. So we've got coal coming in. The raw ore is currently being exported as well, but it will be used locally also, and then eventually you can set it to just use locally because you'll be making so much more from the alloy product than you will do from the raw ore. So there you go, you can see the coal coming in. That's costing us a lot of money. You've got to keep a close eye on it because you can go bankrupt very, very easily. So we shall now add another alloy furnace. And there you go, you can see the alloy and metal, you can see how much more the alloy is worth. It's worth quite a bit more. But that's a good tidy income now, so we're making some good profits. And so much so, I can afford another alloy furnace. Lovely jubbly. And stick in some trucks. Get the product moving, and we can get rid of that metal furnace because although it's good money, it's not as good as the alloy furnace. So we get rid of that, and then that should then come available. Perfect. Oh, wrong one. That's the one. Yeah, you do need to be a little bit careful with your balancing the books. It is a balancing act the whole time. You don't. I cut it out of this actually, but I do go bankrupt a few times, and I have to get a bond to see me through, which is fine. It will probably happen because you know, you'll have something crazy go wrong. So there I'm getting rid of the metal storage because we're not going to use that anymore because we're only producing alloy now. And there we go. And now it is time to put in another smelting factory. Let's double it up. Because the profit we're making on one, we can double it with another. So we'll do that and then again upgrade it. Perfect. I think I'll get rid of the metal factory straight away. Yes, metal furnace, sorry, straight away I do. And yeah, go totally alloy because it's worth so much more. I haven't got enough money, but I do upgrade it eventually. So here we are plopping a trade HQ. Not there though. Trade HQ means we can get a trade port, which is useful. You get a lot more plots with a trade port than you would do a standard trading trade depot. Ooh, and we get to upgrade that straight away, which means we can, in the end, afford. Once we've got the money, we can afford. That's the one we want. The electronics division. We need $500,000 for that, but we need that to start creating processors, which is pretty much phase 3, I suppose. So we're going up in layers. So we start off with our raw ore. Then once we could afford it, we could create our alloy with our smelting factories, and then the next step is to create processors using that alloy, and that will be phase 3 once we eventually get to it, and we can afford an electronics division, and we're going to plop it just there. Perfect. See, that means that we can now have a computer storage lot at the trade depots and the port, and a processor and TV storage. TVs is our end game. That's what we're aiming for here, and that is where we will hopefully end up. We can't have a processor yet. We need to do those unlocks, which we will do. So we're going to plop our trade port. So I'm not really 100% sure why a trade port is so much better. You do get a lot more plots. I think you get up to 12 plots rather than just the 3. And it means you can link to rail and sea, which I do eventually. There we go, petition to build a processor factory. So we've made enough profit from our metals to allow us to plop our first processor factory. We need electronics HQ eventually. But that's not approved as yet, so we need to unlock those as time goes by. But first we will have a processor factory. And we're going to plop it there. So for this we need our alloy from our furnaces, which is fine, but we also need some plastics, which I think I've actually missed as I'm playing this. I think I'll find that out in a minute. But we upgrade it. Plenty of nice trucks. We'll have a sign. You've got to have a sign, haven't you? And then processor assembly line. So you get one as standard with the processor factory, and then we'll add 2 more and a third if I can afford it. No, I can't. But yeah, as and when I can afford it, I add that. So we need some plastic. Which is the same as the coal. We don't have any, so we're going to have to import that. So you see my all my trade depots around the area, so I can now get rid of one of these. We've got so much raw ore, we don't need all those. There we go. I mean, you could get rid of the mining altogether now and start importing your ore if you wanted to. You're still going to make a good profit now, so you could get rid of that. I have left it all in place just because I'm being a bit tight, really, I suppose. So we'll import our plastic. That is very expensive. Watch how quickly my money goes down. Oh, we didn't, because I cut away, but yeah, your money will go down very quickly, so just keep an eye on that and make sure you don't go bankrupt, or try not to go bankrupt. So our process a lot, we will add 2 of those, and we will set those to export, because we want to use those as our income. So we'll export, yeah, processors, export, see how much they're worth. Remember, the raw ore was only 7,500. So yeah, you're getting 100,000 for those, so each and every phase is getting more and more profitable. So that's it for this episode. We'll come back in episode 2, and I will show you how to move on to the end game, which is not far away. We're almost there. I also, in episode 2, I sort things out a little bit and tidy things up, and put the high polluting industry away from your people, so that you can have more residential and a wider area. So I have been too manic for Goon and Geek. Please come back for episode 2, that'd be great, and we can finish this tutorial off and get you guys making millions on SimCity. Thank you very much for joining me. If you can give us a likey, a subscribe, a share, check out our website, goonandgeek.com, and you can also come and talk to us at Goon and Geek on the Twitter, and we will be happy to give you a chat back. Thank you very much for your time, and goodbye!